Hello, my name is Wyatt Forbes, and if I ruled the world, the first thing I would do is find out what the people want and need. I would release a survey to the people under my rule that would ask them what their biggest concerns are. Matters such as women's rights, immigration policies, military expenditure, and foreign relations are all included. Each issue is deserving of attention and thoughtful dialogue. Support and focus from the government will be divided based on what the people believe is most important. In terms of who will be leading the country, there will be no political parties. The terms Republican and Democrat have divided the U.S. for decades. In my opinion, it is the worst system that we could have. It revolves around pitting those of each party against each other, breeding conflict rather than constructive arguments. In the world we know today, without the political education that is so desperately needed in the U.S., the parties of America have become less about the ideas they stand for and more about shutting the other side down. If I ruled the world, there would be no teams. We would simply be one group, humanity. I believe that this will allow people to listen to the ideas being expressed by politicians rather than simply siding with the person in their party, which I fear happens now more than ever. The next thing I would put in place is political education in schools. People should be exposed to all sides of the political spectrum before choosing what they support and what they don't. It is the people's right to or not to take an interest in politics, but those who do take an interest should be fully informed. When it comes to choosing the leaders of our country, I believe that a parliamentary democracy is the strongest choice. This system is ideal for a government that operates free from the constraints of political parties. According to the Indian Institute of Legal Studies, one of the drawbacks of a parliamentary democracy that we see today is that it has the potential to become an autocracy when those in a certain political party achieve complete control through the vote of the people. This will hopefully be remedied by removing the root of the problem itself, that being the political parties. Another setback of this form of democracy is that it is not ideal for long-term policies. In other democracies around the world today, the tenure of members in parliament is too short to effectively propose a long-term plan before their replacement comes. In my parliamentary democracy, the members of parliament would serve for 12 years, which is far longer than any other democracy that we see today. This will allow for long-term policies to be put in place without the threat that it will be taken down in a few years. A parliamentary democracy would be more effective in the eyes of the common person, as instead of there being one person in power, like a president or a king, there would be a group of people elected by the people tasked with taking on the problems of the world together. It also removes the perception that there is one person in power, when in reality it is in the people the power is held. Our political world is fraught with misinformation and misrepresentation, and it is that which will lead our country, like the U.S., to its downfall. The youth of the world now enter the world of politics at one of the most climactic points in history. If we don't get the facts straight and learn a thing or two before speaking, there will be no progress made, and our country that was founded on hope and freedom will be reduced to that of one controlled by anger and spite. Thank you very much.